Okay, here are the nails. Oh, I can't get my pinky. Okay. Okay, hold on. I can't fix my pinky. Here are the nails. And then the thumbs. Please? The thumbs. I can't see. And then the thumbs. Super cute. I actually have to go and take these off right now and do a different set. I will tell you after so I don't jinx myself. Those are the nails. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye. Okay, so that was actually supposed to be the outro, but I filmed this weeks ago, so the thing that I was trying to keep a secret already happened, and I will tell you about it in a little bit. So, at first, with the nails, I'm going in. I think this is Prosecco from SV Nails, and this is like a milky white from Amazon. So, these nails I actually just made because I've had this inspo in my camera roll forever, and I've wanted to finally get around to making it, and I did. At least I think that was the reason. The reason might have been the fact that I wanted to wear these for the No, I literally just said I need to take these off. I did not take them off. Okay, to the point. I went and applied to be a nail tech at a spa. Even though in the last video I was all like, I don't really know if I could be a nail tech. I don't know if I'd enjoy that environment at all because I don't really like, trying to talk to people. I'm not good at that. And touching people is also kind of uncomfortable. I also don't really like doing nails that I don't want to do. So, yeah, and then I don't know what it was. After I uploaded it, I was like, girl, why not? Just try it. Just try it. So I made a list of all the salons in my area and I called them, and there was a language barrier. And this is how some of the conversations went. Hi, are you looking to hire a nail tech? Nail tech? Yes, nail tech. Okay, what time? Anytime's fine. We open at 9:30. Okay, that's fine. What do you want to do? What do you mean? Your nails. What do you want to do? She thought I was asking for a nail tech to do my nails. No. And I kept trying to explain. It obviously was not working. And then another conversation I had. Are you hiring? Because at that point, I wasn't even asking, like, are y'all looking for a nail tech? Are you hiring? I will take a custodial position at this point. Are you hiring? Hair? Are you hiring? Hair? We don't do hair. Okay, thank you. At that point, I was about to call it quits. But then I found this last place, the spa. Um, they are looking for an experienced nail tech. I was really nervous to apply because I would not consider myself a nail tech. I would consider myself more of a nail artist because that's like my focus. I have a lot more knowledge in the art part of nails. I I know jack shit about like application. I barely applied them correctly to myself, you know? But I was just like, I got this. Just put together a little portfolio of, my best press on work. Maybe that'll be enough to impress them. It was a pun. It was a pun. Do you get it? I'm losing my mind. I've been editing this video for hours. Um, yeah, so went in, did the interview, nervous as shit, but I opened that door and who greets me? This beautiful little Frenchie puppy. Oh my God. Love her. So we're doing the interview and I show them my little album I put together. They liked it. I have to burp. Hold on. To which they're like, okay, if you're interested, we want to set up a practical. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but then she's like, you're just going to do nails. We're going to see if you can actually do nails. And I'm like, what's the need for that? Like, why would I apply to a position where I don't have like at least the slightest bit of faith that I can do nails? She was telling me how one girl who came in to do the practical, she did the gel extension and you could see the glue underneath. And I like, haha, I did a little laugh of like conformity, knowing damn well I've done that to myself. I still do that sometimes because bitch is hard. And then they were talking about it. The second girl that came in, she didn't know how to use a drill. Fair, I guess, these drills are scary. Also, to be fair, if the drill that they're talking about is the drill that they had that I used, I wouldn't want to use that thing either. I did not enjoy using their drill. That shit. Anyway, back to the story. So I come in a couple days later, do the practical. I was under the impression that I was going to be doing a gel extension, like a full set gel extension, because I wasn't told otherwise. So something in the back of my head was telling me, what if they have you do like a natural overlay? So I decided to bring my SV rubber base just in case. Like something was telling me. And thank God I did, because the person they had me do the practical on was one of the employees. She does facials. She needs her nails short. So if I were to have done gel extension, I would have had to cut them really fucking short. I don't like doing that because I would have cut them, shape them, because I doubt she wanted like like a wide coffin, because the ones that they had were almond. So no matter how I cut them, they were gonna be like a wide coffin. So I was gonna have to like, you get what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. So if I had about if I hadn't brought my product, the only thing I would have had available to me was what was on the desk, which was like IBD hard gel. I, like I said, know jack shit about this stuff. I, from my experience working with hard gel by accident, um, once it's on there, it's on there. You know what I mean? You got to file it really, really thin in order to get it off. If it's the one that soaks off, some of them don't soak off. I had the misfortune of dealing with one that did not soak off no matter how thin I filed it. And I wound up giving myself really bad rings of fire. So I was thinking, like, I'm going to be here. What if this girl's going to want me to like soak off her nails? Like, I don't want to have that awkward conversation of like, oh yeah, I actually can't do that. Sorry. And then she goes somewhere else and they do it, or they like overfire. I was overthinking. I was already thinking in the mindset of like, I work here and I'm putting my coworkers' needs, in the forefront of my mind type shit. So I use my rubber base to do the nails. Her nails were really short, so I feel like it wasn't that big of an issue. Um, they come out cute. I finish them in 58 minutes, and I use like a little, like an iridescent polish. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, 58 minutes. I'm happy with myself. It's the best time I've had. Like how long I took to do someone's nails. Like that's the quickest I've ever done someone's nails. And the lady comes in. She's like, "Are you guys gonna do a design?" And we look at each other, and we're like, "Oh, uh, I don't know." Because I asked the girl earlier, like, "Do you want a design?" And she was like, "You do whatever you want." And I was like, "I don't want to do a design. I'm not gonna do one." And she was like, the lady, she was like, "You should do a design. I've seen your work. You could do it." Yes, I can do it. I can. Not with these watery Amazon polishes, girl. Just grab a white polish and I paint on some moons and stars. And then I hated the set because girl, girl, I can't paint with these. But I did it. I did it. Whatever. They liked it. It was enough for me to get a job. Technically. I was on route to be employed until I like took a step back and I talked to my parents and my friends and my nail friends, and they were all just like, "Yeah, no. So that's not employment. That's robbery. You would be they're robbing you." I was like, "Oh, okay." So the conditions were they would pay for my products. Okay, that's cool. But I would only get 30% commission. So the set that I do, I take away 30%. So if it was $100, I only get $30, and then the spa gets 70. She said after 90 days we could renegotiate. So I'm like, all right, okay. Then she said that she doesn't take taxes out of what she pays me. So that $30, I would have to take out an additional percentage for my taxes. So I'm walking away with no money. And it's like, this could be something that, like, just tough it out, wait for the 90 days so you can renegotiate your commission percentage. I would have been willing to do that if they had any customers. The place was new and not very lively. Not a lot of customers. You know what I mean? And as much as I would love to hunker down, work out the hard times and be there for when it does take off, I don't have time for it, unfortunately. I have a lot to do. And I thought this was going to be stability, but that unfortunately was not the case. And I was really upset. I think the reason I was so upset is because I wanted to be able to work somewhere that had a little Frenchie puppy. Like, how cool is that? But unfortunately, that's just not the way it works sometimes, and that's okay, I guess. With this set, I didn't expect it to get the attention that it is currently getting, which thank you, by the way. Thank you so much. Um, I've had people asking how much this set is, if I am selling press-ons, and honestly, honestly, I don't know. I think this time around, if I do decide to get back into press-ons, I'm going to have very, very limited spots, and I'm going to be very picky about who I do nails for, because the last time I did press-ons, ooh, some of y'all pissed me off, and I'm not letting that happen again. Okay? So, I will open my custom slots. I think I'm only gonna do like 3, if that, maybe even 2. Like, very limited. Because I don't miss doing press-ons, to be totally honest with you, but I do see multiple people saying that they want this set. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna sleep on it, honestly. If I do decide to do it, then great. I will post it on my story. If I don't, then, to pretend I never said this. Honest with you, I've just been, like, completely consumed with doing the molds, and that's kinda what I wanna focus on. So, like, my future videos, yes, I'm still gonna have videos of me painting, but I do wanna also have, like, vlogs of me showing, like, my whole process of getting set up for a launch, my, I don't know if I'm gonna show, like, my brainstorming process, cause gosh, that is a mess. But, yeah, that, maybe my printing process. Actually, I'm having a really hard time right now. I need to buy more silicone, but the vendor that I buy it from won't sell it in the small quantity that I normally buy it in. I don't know what happened there. Don't know who to call. So my only option is to cough up $300 and buy the 16-pound version. Where the fuck am I going to put that? 16 pounds of silicone? Are you kidding me? $300? I mean, yes, technically that is a steal, because if I were to buy 16 pounds of the $50 silicone, it would wind up being 400. So technically, yeah. My point though is, what if I don't want to spend $300? Why should I have to spend $300? What, can't you just like take some of the ones and just like pour it into a small bottle? I don't know, man. I don't know who to call. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't want to get on the phone with anyone. But like, But we need to figure it out now. Also, my mold for the Mario no, my mold cast for the Mario mold freaking cracked, so now I have to reprint a new one. Wait, like, at least a week for it to stop being weird and sticky. Oh, you know what? I am just as annoying as everything is, I'm really grateful that I'm able to do this. I don't understand why everything's being so annoying all at once, but I am grateful that I can do this, and I am grateful for the support that you guys have been showing with like my press on sets and the molds. I really, really appreciate it. With that being said, obvious hello? Why did my mic okay, whatever. With that being said, I obviously have more molds planned out. I will do those. I will get those done in a timely manner to the best of my ability. But in addition to that, I also want to do like more tutorials and maybe even like kind of class style videos, not live classes because I don't have the energy for it right now. But if you're interested, I may or may not be working on a tutorial video for my favorite kind of art style on nails. Maybe. Maybe if you're interested, 3D animation. I love 3D animation nails so much. Um, I if I don't wind up posting it, pretend I never said that. Okay? Just pretend I never ever said that. We have 40 seconds left. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I really want to get this video uploaded because I have been sitting on this footage for weeks and that's a bit ridiculous. It's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to leave you in silence to finish the video. Okay, bye.